So I'm going to start with my Years of Lead set and jumping into the first movie, which is Savage 3, which was released in 1975, and this was an absolutely great opening movie for this one. Really blew my socks off. Fantastic movie where we follow our main character of Ovidio, who is Joe D'Alessandro, and he is a person who works in a data office. Him and his two friends are just there doing menial jobs. It's not really overly involving. They're just kind of going through the motions. But at night is when they come alive, going to football matches, starting riots, getting a little bit more dangerous with the violence that they are engaging with. And you see these people really pushing the boundaries and starting to do some dangerous things. They're starting to go off the rails. Well, during the day they do their menial jobs, and at night becoming something different altogether. And it's really kind of fun to see. These violent sequences are horrific, but you feel a real kind of weight behind these characters, a kind of loss of identity, that spark for wanting to feel alive and do something that feels meaningful to them. That thing that they've chosen just seems to be horrific and truly soul destroying, but the characters engage with that quite a lot. We also have the story of Commissioner Santaga, who is charged with looking into a small offence. These crimes that the guys are committing aren't really linked at first, but he's that kind of police officer, you know, the one that can see outside the box and link things that shouldn't be linked, who has a little idea, a kernel of something that's going to transform into the grander story, and he feels that he should put a little bit more interest in some of these other cases as well, tie them all together and try and figure out what the bad guys are up to. And it's full of wonderful set pieces that are both horrific but not overly exploitative in the way that they go about them. There is a scene where the guys kidnap two girls and take them to a barn, and you kind of feel it's going to devolve into something that we've seen before in more notorious movies, and it never quite gets there. It focuses more on the complete lack of humanity that these guys have, how they disregard for other humans, how they have lost their souls at night as they undertake these horrific and barbaric tasks that they seem to enjoy. But there's other scenes in this one where it's just so fun and engaging. One of the characters goes home to find that his house is full of relatives, and that sequence is assaultative on the senses as he just tries to move through his house. He's constantly being talked at, bombarded at. There's people everywhere. He can't move. And it's a wonderful scene in the middle of the movie, just showing him how his home life is so chaotic. His work life is so banal, but his friendship with his friends is where he can really get to unleash a lot of the stress and the tension that he has in his world. There's a moment later on with Ovidio, and he's on the phone. His wife has just got the promotion that she's after. He realises that things aren't going to go the way that he expected them to. He's on the phone ordering her something, and she's so ecstatic and happy, and it feels like a kind of honest relationship moment until you realise what he is up to and what he is ordering. And it's one of the quickest changes I've ever seen in a scene, where it goes from something bright and fluffy to something horrific, just like that. Wonderful. Savage 3 was full of great performances, memorable sequences, memorable characters that I really enjoyed and wanted to spend time with. It doesn't feel that it's being nasty just to be nasty. It feels like it actually has a point of these people who do the uninteresting jobs, who look for thrills and kicks elsewhere and cross the line into doing things that people shouldn't really do. And it feels kind of nasty in that manner, but like I said, not exploitative. I really enjoyed Savage 3. I found it to be an absolute rip-roaring opener to this Years of Lead set, one that's made me excited to go and check the rest of the movies, because this one was an absolute winner, from the characters to the look to the design to the car chases to the whole story, which was just captivating. I strongly recommend watching this movie, and we'll see how the rest of the set pans out to see if they're as good as this classic. Thanks for watching. I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comment box, and I'll see you next time.